Sir, garbage collection means in old languages like C++ programming languages, programmer is responsible to create the both object creation and destruction. For example, I have this much of memory. So generally who is creating the object? Programmer only. So programmer creating object, whenever his work is completed, if the object is no longer in use, he is the responsible to delete this object and destroy. Programmer only responsible to create and destroy the object. But generally, being a programmer, they have to very concentrated at the time of creation of objects. They created, but they are not. Your voice is not audible. Online games, am I audible? Online games and SR antarre. So, being a programmer, okay, being a programmer, sir, he is creating object, but he is neglecting at the time of destroying the objects. Then automatically what will happen? Created. One fine day, if I want to create any objects, memory full, because he is not deleting. So always creating only. One fine day, memory problems will come. Because that is the general human psychology. He is very interested at the time of creation of object, but he is providing negligence at the time of destroying the objects. Whenever his work is completed, if we destroy the objects, then memory will be kali, empty. Then again you want to create, try to create. Work completed, delete. Memory will be available there. Again you have to create. If you are not deleting, always you are creating. Memory problems will come. For that, in Python, we have one assistant is there. That assistant is nothing but garbage collector. I have one assistant is there. This assistant name is garbage collector. What is the job of this garbage collector is? Sir, he is also just like one normal person only. He is also one normal person only, garbage collector. As a human being, we are taking some food. Which type of food? Pizza, burger, biryani, idli, dosa, pulihara, upma. These type of things we have to take in. అయితే మరి this person also need some food. What is the food for this garbage collection is? The food for garbage collection is useless objects. What it is? Useless. Useless object means, for example, sir, this object having reference. This object having reference. This object having the reference. This object having the reference. Okay. Generally, at the time of creation of object, every object we have to provided some references. Whenever reference is available, it is not eligible to the garbage collector. Suppose here this object is there. This does not contain any reference, this one. So automatically it is eligible to the garbage collector. So what I'm using, useless objects is the food for my garbage collector. It is looking for a memory, always checking if any object is there without any reference, any object is there, it is food for garbage collector. Immediately it is coming and it will be destroy that object. That is the job of the what it is, garbage collector. So if any object is having reference, it is not at all eligible to the garbage collector. Still it is in the program only. If any object is no reference, such a type of objects are called as useless objects. Those useless objects are eligible to the garbage collector. So my garbage collector food is useless object. The main intention of garbage collector is it will destroy the object. Okay, fine. Sometimes I'm asking some people whenever they are coming for interview purpose, I'm asking difference between destructor and garbage collector. You know already constructor. Mari, what is the destructor? What is the job of the destructor? Whenever I'm asking this question, everyone telling destructor will destroy the objects. Mari destructor will destroying the object means garbage collector what it will do? Removing the being a programmer, I am removing the reference variable, not destructor. No, suppose see, uh, sorry, based on your assumption, I have a class is there, class test. Okay, something code is there, construct everything is there. I created object. Now internally one object created T is there. How to delete difference? Being a program, I use it del T. Gone. But what is the use of the destructor in my program? No destructor. I am eligible to remove the references. Removed. Then empty object is there. So, sir, here so many people are having confusion. What is the job of destructor and this garbage collector means? Destructor never destroy the object. Only garbage collector is responsible to destroy our object. అయితే మరి what is the job of this destructor? Constructor, you know, to initialize the instance variables and we have to provided values, then constructor is there. The destructor job is, for example, here in this diagram, so many objects are available there. Okay, without reference, so many are there. So whenever any object is useless objects are available there, automatically it is eligible to the garbage collector. Now, whenever any useless object is there, garbage collector will come and dancing in front of the this useless object because the food, suppose there is one roadside dog is there, you can go give the chicken biryani. What it will do? Is it feeling very happy or not? Definitely. First, the dog will dancing in front of the biryani. After that, eat the biryani. Same thing here also. My garbage collector will come and dancing in front of this useless object. Now time came. It is telling I have to destroy to you. Now finally, it is asking, is there any last wish is there for you or not? It is asking, what is your last wish? Because I am killing you now. If any last wish is there, you can ask. I will fulfill your last wish. Now my useless object is asking, please don't kill me. No, no, no. Killing is confirm pakka within 1 or 2 minutes. So if any last wish is there, you can ask. I will fulfill your last wish. For example, sir, in jail, there are hanged prisoners are there. Tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, their hanging is confirmed. Before night, the police jailer will come and he will ask, Are Babu, tomorrow morning 5 o'clock, 4 members hanging is confirmed. What is your last wish? They are asking, sir, please don't hang me. It means hanging confirmed 5 o'clock, pakka, it is no one can change it. If any last wish is there, you can ask, we will fulfill. Then immediately the person is asking, okay, I want dal rice, sambar, appadam rice, like that. He is asking. Immediately, jailer will provide completed morning hanging confirmed. Do you know there is one person is there, Saddam Hussein? His hanging also confirmed, already completed. Before night, policeman asking him, what is your last wish? You can ask, means he is asking, he liked very much Italian cigars. Whenever he is asking Italian cigars, policeman is arranged. Next day morning, hanging is confirmed. Saddam Hussein chapter was closed. So compulsory, any hanged prisoner is there. Before day, compulsory they will fulfill their last wish. Same concept, my garbage collector is also asking, I am killing you now. It's confirm fixed. What is your last wish? It is asking. Sir, inka useless subject won't do anything. Inka killing confirmed. So immediately my useless object is asking, sir, I have I have a connection with some database. I have a connection in some database. Externally database, I provided some connection. Can you please remove this connection? Then you can kill. Like that it is asking. Oh, you have connection with the database. Or else this object have connection in the some network. Some network, it is having some connection. Can you please remove connection on this network? Then you have to kill me. Like that it is asking. Now immediately my garbage collector is okay. I will remove the connections. I will close the connections. Then I will destroy. Then immediately my garbage collector will call which person? Destructor it is calling. Then destructor will coming into the picture. He will do performing the last wish of the object. Then it is removing connection of the network, removing the connection of database. Then garbage collector will come, ekdam destroy the object. So destructor never destroy object. So many people are thinking that destructor will the destroy object. Destructor will do only performing the last wish. In programming language you have to do, it is doing only some cleanup activities they have to do. Destructor never destroy any object. Only garbage collector will come and destroy the object only. The destructor job is to fulfill the last piece of the object, and it is performing cleanup activities. It is having any connection to the resources like database or any network connections, it will be removed. That is the job of the destructor. Garbage collector. So within the program, sir, I am declaring sometimes underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Anytime am I calling this method? No. Who is calling this method? Whenever object created, automatically it will be executed. But what is the destructor name? By default, destructor name is del. So this is constructor. This is the destructor. Whenever object creation, automatically it is executed. But when it is executed, mean if any useless object is there, garbage collector will entering into the picture. Now garbage collector will activating the destructor. You no need to call. Actually, it is not possible to call explicitly by the programmer. These two methods. While object creation, it is executed. If any object is useless object, automatically garbage collector will see that. Immediately he is calling, why destructor, you need to go to there, perform cleanup activities. It will come and destroy the object. That is the garbage collector story. And destructor. Clear everyone. So garbage collector only destroy the objects. Destructor never destroy object. Destructor just performing last wish, or you have to tell it is performing cleanup activities we have to do. Sir, for example, a simple example, what I was doing is this garbage collector. Sir, whenever at the time of Pongal or Dasara, sometimes whenever I go to the our my own native places, in villages generally grandfather, grandmothers are there. Okay, nearly 85, 90 years age is there. Recently, whenever go to the Pongal, whenever go to my village, whenever I'm asking grandfather, "Hey, grandfather, how are you?" Like that means, okay, everything fine. Waiting for call from the God. So they are waiting call from the God. Whenever they can send the ticket, I will go waiting for ticket. Like that they are telling because generally 90 years means nothing else. Okay. Okay, one fine day call came from the God. God sent the ticket to the grandfather. Okay. So that is common. Not only your family, my family, everywhere. Above 80 means that is in olden days 80, 90. Nowadays, 60 కూడా ఉందా 50 if we are okay అసలు maximum enough 50 max to max 50 కూడా no chances nowadays based on our food our activities all these things if your life 50 years అసలు your God super 50 years life so one fine day call came from the God he sent the ticket my grandfather started journey so now what I was doing sir whenever something will happen in that so once in any home it is happening generally once he was expired assume that as a family members what we have to do crying completed crying next ఆస్తి పంపకాలు sir generally as a family member see we have to do some this type of activity to the body or not yes as a family we have to do clean up activities everything and or to one person there is one person is there burial ground that person is nothing but this person that personally yeah that personally will destroy the body as a family members we can destroy no just we can hand or body to that person they will be destroyed so as a family member just we have to do cleanup activities to that one after that we are hand over there they will do the destroying same concept here also. Hmm. So like that, sir, destructor never destroy object. Destructor then do only cleanup activities. Garbage collector will come and destroy the object. That is the meaning of garbage collection. Sir, make a heading garbage collection. In old languages like C++, programmer is responsible. Programmer is responsible is responsible for both creation and destruction of objects. In old languages, program is responsible for both creation and destruction of objects. Usually, programmer taking very much care while creating object, but neglecting of useless objects. Because of this, total memory can be filled, can be filled with useless objects, which creates memory problems. And total memory, useless objects which creates memory problems, and the total application will be down with out of memory error. Out of memory errors are. But in Python, we have some assistant which is always running in the background to destroy useless objects. But in Python, we have some assistant which is always running in the background to destroy the useless objects. Because of this assistant, the chance of failing Python program with memory problems is very less. This assistant is nothing but GC, garbage collector. Hence, the main objective of garbage collector is to destroy useless objects to destroy useless objects. If any reference is not there, then automatically it is useless object. For example, I will go examples. Just now I'm telling now, there is a one class is there, test, okay? Constructor, everything will be there, everything is there, fine. T1 object is there, T2 object is there. So in your program, how many objects are there? Two are there. Fine. My work is done. I deleted T2. Now, so internally what will happen? Two objects are available there. First one T1, second one T2. I deleted T2 ante T1 having only reference. T2 contain any reference? No, because what is the meaning of del? Del command is always deleting references only. It never deleted object. Now one object is there, no reference. So immediately this fellow is always in Hungary, came and see this one. Is it useless object or not? Yes. Immediately this person is calling destructor. Destructor will come, perform cleaning, he will kill the object. Because no reference. So it is always looking in the background. If any reference is not there, automatically it is coming. If it not deleted, garbage collector won't do anything. So hence the main objective of garbage collector is to destroy the useless object. Now, if any object does not have any reference variable, then that object is eligible for garbage collector. So that is the garbage collection. How to enable and disable garbage collector in our program. How to enable and disable garbage collector in our program. Sir, go to the test.py. By default, garbage collector is always enabled. Based on a requirement, you have to disable. To do all these activities, Python provided one module That module name is GC, Garbage Collector. Go to the classes, test.py. D drive, py, test.py. So see this one. Previously, I have one program is there. That concept is what it is, gold map. So by using matplotlib, numpy, pandas are there now. In that, by we are creating this world map. In the world map, wherever India is there, in India, where is Hyderabad, a particular location. These are all in the numpy, pandas, matplotlib. So now import what is the module name? GC. In this one, by default, garbage collector is enabled. Now to check that, I want to check print. You can ask GC dot is enabled. If it is enabled, you will get the true, otherwise false. True means enabled by default. So by default, garbage collector is enabled. If you want to disable GC dot, you have to go with disable. Now I am disabling. Now you can ask the garbage collector is enabled or disabled. Now it should be disabled. If you want to enable GC dot enable, now you can ask by default enabled. This is I'm asking here. It is enabled already. I'm disabling. That's why I'm getting as a false. I'm already enabled in the next time. So by default, it should be enabled. Based on requirement, you have to enable and disable. For that module is garbage collector. Inside functions are these all the functions. By default, garbage collector is enabled, but we can disable based on our requirement. In this context, we can use the functions of GC module. GC module. This is the program. By default, it should be enabled, sir. After that, should be disabled. After that, again, I am enabled. So next concept, destructor. 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 Destructor is a special method and the name should be underscore underscore del. Destructor is a special method and the name of the destructor should be underscore underscore del. Just before destroying an object, garbage collector always calls the destructor to perform cleanup activities, resource deallocation activities like close the database, connections, etc. Destruct is a one special method and name should be underscore underscore del. Just before destroying an object, garbage collector always calls the destructor to perform cleanup activities. Once destructor execution completed, garbage collector automatically destroys that object. Note the job of destructor is not destroying an object and it is just to perform cleanup activities. Sir, here go to the test.py. I have to take a class test. How to declare construct, underscore underscore init self print. It is for object initialization. Everybody knows about that when it will be executed there. Whenever I'm creating object, automatically it will be executed. Whenever object creation automatically construct executed, you no need to call. I think now in my program I have to declare destructor. What is the destructor name? Del inside self. What is the job of the destructor? It is fulfilling the last wish and performing the cleanup activities. But who is calling this one? So up to here in this program, this is the diagram. It is pointing to one reference variable, that is the t. Sir, whenever my object having reference, it is not eligible to the garbage collector. No chance. Now, I can make it as a t equal to none. What is the meaning? T equal to none I can provide it. Present, what is the t? A reference variable which is pointing to one object. Now, whenever I'm given t equal to none, what will happen internally? There is none data type is there. Yes. So, internally, it is having one more object none. Object will be created. Now, your t is pointing to none. T is pointing to the none. Sir, whenever t is pointing to none, that object is useless object or not? No reference. Immediately one person will come into the picture. So whenever object is no, it is eligible to the garbage collector. So whenever it is eligible to garbage collector, my garbage collector immediately calling this person destructor. Then it is coming. Once it is calling means automatically this statement will be executed or not? Yes. Once it is done, automatically my garbage collector will destroy this object. Now see the flow. Now with T1 equal to none, I have to wait some time. Now print end of the application. End of the application. We can import that module. So now whenever object got created, this line executed, not calling anywhere. Whenever T is none, that object is eligible to garbage collector. Being a programmer, I am not calling. This garbage collector is calling this destructor method. After 10 seconds, this statement will be executed there. See the flow. We don't do. Object creation, fulfilling the last wish. After 10 seconds, end of the application came. So object initialization means, at the time of object creation, construct executed. But who is calling del method? I am not calling anywhere. Garbage collector is calling. Sir, why it is calling? You can make it as a t equal to none. That's a useless object is there. Garbage collector will come. He is calling that. That's why this message is printed, fulfilling the last wish. Last line I am printed. Your understandable purpose, end of the application. So now here, sir, only one reference is there. I can make it as an none. It is fine. For example, same example, I have T1 is there. I can give T2 equal to T1, T3 equal to T2. So here how many objects are there? Only one object only. How many references are there? Three are there. Ante internally it is creating one object pointing to the T1 first. Okay, done. What is the meaning of this one? Yesterday we discussed one more aliasing. Ante T2 also pointing to same object only. Next T2 equal to T3. Oh, one more reference I can provide it. Totally three references are there. One object is there. I am using del of T1. Suppose I am using the command del of T1. Then I deleted T1. Then is it eligible to garbage collector? No, because got two references are there. T2, T3 are there. If I'm using del of T2, I removed not eligible. Once it deleted T3, reference count is 0. Then garbage collector immediately entering into the picture. It is calling to destructor and it will destroy that one. So here three references are there. I have I'm using del T1 time dot sleep. Now I want to print The object not yet destroyed after deleting T1. Sorry, del T2. Now also no chance. 10 seconds, it is taking too much time. 5 seconds enough. T2. I'm deleting T2. Even the once deleting T2, it is not eligible. Once I del the T3, now eligible object will be gone. By this time, object will be destroyed. End of the application. Sir, here, oh, the program. So here T1, T2, T3 is there. Whenever object date it is executed, after that, when this line will be executed, whenever deleting T3, then only del execute until that del statement is not executed. Check this. The object is initialization. I deleted T1, but still object is not available. And whenever deleting T3, fulfilling the last wish, yes, by this time object will be destroyed. End of the application. Whenever all references will become zero, then only that object is eligible to the garbage collector node contain any reference variable, then only eligible for garbage collector. So next example. So this is constructor execution. This is nothing but destructor execution. You know how to create the list of objects. In the starting we discussed first object, second object, third object. So totally how many objects are there? Three objects are there. All are list of the objects. So here assume that I deleted constructor is not, sorry, destructor is not there present. Constructor is there. Constructor executed three times because three objects are there. Three times my constructor is executed. Now place the destructor also. I have to del list. What is the meaning? Yeah, ante here three objects are available into one list. All are pointing to a variable. That variable is list. I'm using del of list means it was gone. Automatically, these the three are eligible to which one? Garbage collector. Now immediately my garbage collector will call the destructor three times definitely. Now time dot sleep of 5 seconds. Print end of the application. Now constructor is executed three times. After that destructor executed three times. After 5 seconds, end of the application. In this case, any explanation is required? Not required. Three objects are there. Three times constructor I deleted. Now my question is, I'm not deleted. I'm removing this statement. Then what will happen? What is the output? Anyone tell? What is the output we will get? I'm not deleting list. Construct executed three times. End of the application. Now my question is it execute the destructor or not? Destructor is destructor will execute after end of the application because previous output can now output any difference is there. Constructor destructor end of application. Constructor end of application after that destructor came into picture. So assume that suppose if you go to the second show movie 10 o'clock 10:30 show, whenever while movie is going on there interval came. In the interval time everyone in the theater go to the outside. No, minimum 10 to 20% will be there. 70% will go outside for drinks or snacks break. 10% will be there. Once the show completed, everyone will go. Who will came into the inside? Sweepers will come and cleaning activities will do same. Once program execution completed, my overall execution completed. Once execution done, all objects are eligible to garbage collector. Garbage collector will call the destructor. He will come and do the cleanup activities. Previously I deleted intentionally. Now if I'm not deleting, once end of the program execution done, automatically the destructor will come. Every object is eligible to the garbage collector and will be deleted. That del list. In this case, notes sake, I will give outputs. Don't write these outputs, okay? In this case, this is the output. Constructor, destructor, end of application. This is, I can make it as a line 1. If I comment it, even the destructor executed. If we comment line 1, then output is, so last one. That is the story. Destructor, composer have to write the destructor na, because destructor will be performing the resource release connection, all those things. Then garbage collector will be destroy the object. Destructor will be there. Which one? Hmm. Destruct garbage collector always available background. It is always running in the background only. If you want to disable, we can disable. This first program, what I'm telling, always garbage collector is enabled in the background. But always being a programmer, if destructor is also not available, garbage collector will come into and destroy. But being a programmer, we have to maintain the destructor because any objects have any connection to the database, those things we have to mention. Even if we are not mentioned, garbage collector will come and destroy. So last program, a object contain how many references? How to identify? One object contain multiple references. Here only one reference is there. Previous example, 3 references are there. So how to identify one object contain how many references? Because a single object, multiple references are possible. For that, there is a module is there. What is the module name? Sys is the predefined module. Inside one method is there. Get ref count, reference count. Automatically it is counting how many references available for a particular object and it will be displayed. So sys is the predefined module. Get reference count is the function. which will display not objects, references only. How many references are there? Those will be displayed. For example, import, what is the module name? Sys module, class, test, pass. I'm not writing any code. I have to give reference variable t1 of test. I have to give t2 equal to t1, t3 equal to t1, t4 equal to t1. Print module name dot get ref count of t1. How many are there? T1, T2, T3, T4. 4. How many references? 3. He's telling 4. 3. Okay. You know how many references? 3. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. It is nothing but object. First reference T1. Next, next, next. So how many are there? 4, 4, 4, 3. 3 reference, 4 objects and above. Object is only one only. Only one object. This is object only. References have multiple are there. Object is only one is available there. Sir, here it is giving only references only, not objects. Total here 5 references are available there. That is, and how many references? 5. The reason is T1, T2, T3, T4. Python will provide internally one more self. Self is available, not available always. Self. 4 I can provided. Self is given by fifth one. So totally 5 are available there. How to find the sys module contains get ref count function. ఎవరు చెప్పారు? For every object, Python internally maintains one default reference variable, that is a self. That is five are there. Hmm? Yeah, am I telling three objects or three references? Only previous example. Here, one object, three reference. I am telling three objects. One object, three references. Even one by one deleted, not eligible. I'm deleting references. Del means deleting references, not objects. Namaskaram. Hmm? Never. As a self, we are not doing anything self. By using self, just we are to accessing the values ante. Deleting the variables. Self and delete చేయడం ఎవరి వల్ల కాదు. So that is object oriented first part is completed.
Recording stopped.
Next tomorrow I will start about the second one. In that second one completely we had a discussion about inheritances. What is inheritance? How many types of inheritances are there? How to implement those inheritance concepts? Those things we will see. So tomorrow I will tell the patterns. Today we will wind up the session. Take the break. 11